Bruno and the Honey Heist. In a quiet corner of Pine Hill Forest lived Bruno, a plump brown bear with a nose that could sniff honey from miles away, and a belly that always rumbled for more. Bruno was kind at heart, but oh, how he loved honey. Every morning he'd wander through the woods, following the faint hum of bees until he found a hive dripping with golden sweetness. He'd take a little, then a little more, until the bees buzzed angrily, and Bruno would waddle away, sticky but smiling. But one summer, something unusual happened. When Bruno went looking for his favorite honey tree, he found the branches bare. The bees had moved their hives deeper into the whispering woods, where no bear dared to go. A maze of tangled vines, creaking trees, and echoing owl calls. Bruno sighed. No honey. No happiness, he groaned. But then his mischievous grin returned. Unless I make a plan. That night under the silver moon, Bruno gathered his friends, Milo the raccoon, Tilly the fox, and Pip the magpie, each one clever in their own way. They huddled beside a stump, whispering and sketching their brilliant idea in the dirt. It's simple, Bruno said proudly, tapping the ground with a paw. We sneak into the whispering woods, find the great hive, grab some honey, and share it all. Pip flapped his wings. Share? With who? Bruno blinked. Us, of course. Tilly smirked, but the thrill of adventure was too tempting. So, just before dawn, the four crept into the foggy woods, Milo carrying a hollow gourd for storing honey, Pip flying above as a lookout, and Bruno leading with his nose twitching eagerly. They tiptoed past sleeping owls, climbed over mossy logs, and finally reached a clearing glowing with gold. There, high in an ancient oak, hung the great hive of whispering woods, enormous, shimmering, and humming like music. Bruno's eyes went wide. Look at that beauty, he whispered. Milo climbed up quietly with the gourd. Pip distracted a few guard bees by tossing shiny pebbles into the air. Everything was going smoothly, until Bruno couldn't resist. He reached out one big paw, scooped a handful of honey, and licked it. Mmm! He rumbled with delight, so loudly that every bee in the hive froze mid-buzz. Then came the sound. Beesies! A storm of bees erupted, chasing the heist crew through the forest. Pip squawked, Milo dropped the gourd, and Tilly darted between trees, laughing and shouting, Run, Bruno, run! Finally, breathless, they dove into a nearby pond, bees circling above in a golden swarm before retreating. The friends sat there, dripping wet and sticky, staring at one another. Then Bruno began to chuckle. I guess that's what I get for being greedy. They all burst out laughing. Later that evening, Bruno returned to the hive, alone this time, carrying a basket of forest berries as a peace offering. The bees, seeing his sincerity, buzzed softly around him and shared a small drip of honey, just enough to taste. From that day on, Bruno never took more than his share. And when the bees made extra honey, they always left a jar outside the hive marked with 3 words. For Bruno. Friend. Moral. Greed makes a mess, but honesty brings sweetness that lasts.